A very good morning to all, and a warm welcome to the webinar titled Education in the 21st Century. This webinar is organized by JNJ English Medium School based out of Kerala, India, that has a very comprehensive and integrated strategy of education and also offers a wide range of extracurricular activities to facilitate holistic development of every student. My name is Sunita Habib, and I'll be moderating the session today. The theme for today is education, and we are all aware of how education has transformed exponentially over the years, and now even more due to the pandemic. Let's try and analyze what the future of education is going to look like by the end of this webinar. Now, without further ado, we would love to introduce our group of esteemed panelists and get the conversation rolling. Hannah, would you like to take the lead?
Of course. So thank you very much, number one, for having me here today. And it's great to see you all on the call. It's great to see an initiative between Bahrain and India as well. And it's great to share knowledge and experience. My name is Hannah Al Tarif, and I'm half Irish, half Bahraini, residing in Bahrain. I am a mother of a 9-year-old baby girl called Jude. And of course, 2 years ago, I started what we're going to talk about today as well in some capacity is Dharishani, which is an edtech booking platform to book teachers and coaches from Bahrain and soon from all around the world. So I hope I'll have the opportunity to introduce that to all of you and to find out more from the students as well on the ground. Sunitha, I think you're on mute.
I'm sorry. Thank you for your introduction, Hannah. Why don't we move to Dimple for an introduction?
Hi everybody, I'm Dibble Rishan. I'm a teacher at JNJ School and a soft skill trainer. Also, I'm a trainer of Kerala Police Academy, pursuing psychology. My family, I have a husband and one daughter, one son. And Sunita, personally, I'm very thankful to you for inviting me to this proud
Thank you
webinar.
so much, dear.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your introduction. Can we go to Aisha next?
Hi, everyone. I'm Rani Aisha, one of the proud tutor of great web-based platform called Dharishani, which means teach me in Arabic. I am here with 10 years of more than 10 years of experience into teaching, and I teach math, science related subjects up to university level. And Dharishani, it is completely a web-based platform, which plays a prominent role into today's the COVID-19 issue as well as because of the need for the students today. Like,
Thank you, Aisha. Yeah, thank you so much. Can we go to Shafaz next?
Hello everyone, myself Shafaz. I'm pursuing Bachelor's of Travel and Tourism Management. Currently, I'm studying in Nirmala College of Arts and Science. Nice to see you all.
Thank you so much, Shafaz. Let's hear from Ridu Parvana.
Hello everybody, my name is Ridu Parunakaya. I'm studying 8th standard. Thank you for giving me this great opportunity.
Thank you so much, dear. So let's start with Hannah for the panel discussion. Being the founder of a renowned edtech platform called Dharishani, a platform that connects teachers with students across the Kingdom of Bahrain, what inspired you to initiate something like this? You're on mute, Hannah.
Oh my goodness, I think this is something maybe the students wouldn't understand yet, but us being mothers, what we strive for is to do things for our children. And of course, before I started Dharishani, one of the challenges I faced was finding someone to teach my daughter when I was working full time and I was a single mom. And of course, looking right and left and trying to find somebody was very, very difficult. So instead of actually, looking for 4 or 5 days, I decided, I should build something for myself and for other women and parents in Bahrain and across the world. It was a difficult task, but of course, building the community and finding teachers like Aisha who are so dedicated to their jobs, so determined to, to teach the children and be dedicated throughout their whole, educational years. This is something that was phenomenal. And of course, Aisha, I think you could agree with me. When you joined Devasni, you didn't have a job at the time. Isn't that right?
Yes, yes, I have to say
Yes.
that. I have to say how that's, yeah, of course I have to say. At the beginning,
So,
when I was here in Bahrain by the year of 2018. By the time I was jobless, and it was the starting time of Darisni as well. And I was just having interaction with Hannah, by the way, and it went on just like at the beginning. I was no, I cannot say that it is totally I like, what can I say, like at the beginning I felt I was jobless totally, and later on, no, as and when I started with a famous singer, the classes went away like that. Slowly, slowly, I was not having that much classes at the beginning. Later, once it was engaged, and I was, I got a lot of confidence and I got a lot of classes. And as Hannah always promotes me in all her advertisement and stuff, and I got promoted in by all means, and now I'm a well experienced, and now I am a prominent teacher in the Bahrain now. Due to that is
That's
me.
indeed inspirational, actually. That's indeed inspirational. And thanks, Hannah. I personally know Darisni for more than a year now, and also the hard work and effort you have put behind this. That's something great, actually.
absolutely.
So,
And
to
this,
know more about
if I,
Darisni, yeah,
if I can just add one more thing, Sunita,
sure, sure.
I do have two jobs actually. I work at the Economic Development Board of Bahrain, and one of the key things we try to do is create jobs. And of course, the diversity went hand in hand with that. So instead of starting off with, teachers who have jobs, who are in schools, who are in universities, what I did do is look in Bahrain for people who need diversity, who would actually change their lives. And of course, Aisha is one of many, honestly, and you're one of the best teachers that I have. And I have a lot of these teachers who don't have jobs, and it actually helps their build their life and be able to give them, of course, just as you said, Aisha, the confidence. And in fact, diversity is now built as a community. So I feel that all my teachers, members from across the board, I can reach out to, I can support whenever they can reach out to me whenever they need support. And it's just become like an amazing community in Bahrain.
Perfect, perfect. So, to know more about Darisni, we shall move to Aisha, who's a tutor of Darisni. Can you tell us how Darisni works? What makes Darisni unique in terms of
Yes,
services
yes,
that
yes.
offer? And how has
Actually,
your experience been so far?
yes, I will share it. The concept of traditional learning system has been changed radically nowadays within a couple of years. Is not just because of COVID-19 issue. It is the drastic growth of development of computers and its new technologies. And obviously, COVID-19 had a compulsory role on it to make it usage of it, right? Being just physically present in the classroom is not going to be the learning method anymore, right? So
Yes.
it's like we can access now the systems, the technology brought us to the environment, like wherever, whenever, wherever we are, whenever we want, we can access the system, and we can utilize the classes. We can use well experienced tutors available in Darisni, and that is going to be very useful for the students nowadays. And Darisni plays a prominent role in this online education system. And Ms. Hannah Al Tarif, who's the founder and director of this Darisni, she is a stunning lady who have got such a great foresight a couple of years ago, and she what to say, she introduced this wonderful platform, and which is a vital source and very important need for today's generation. Now the way it works is it's amazing. A student, a teacher, sorry, a student or a parent or a guardian can book their own tutoring session just by looking the availability of the well experienced teachers available in Darisni, just by making a schedule, by making a physical or online session. That is how Darisni works. And it is
Perfect.
all well experienced and well knowledge staffs here. and it's our motto is just to provide the best out of our service to get the complete customer satisfaction.
That's great, Aisha. Thank you for letting us know more about Dharishani. With the ongoing impact of COVID-19 causing schools to remain shut for over months now, let's ask Dimple, how have you been able to adapt to online classes? Has this transition been smooth, and do you see students catching up with the online trend?
Okay, thank you, Sunita. As we know that COVID-19 has resulted in schools shut all across the world. Globally, children are out of the classroom. Education has changed dramatically with digital platforms. I think online learning proves to be a great alternative. On the last year onwards, due to pandemic, we can see a lot of changes in education system as well. Nowadays, we are focusing on online education system. Through online, we get a lot of opportunity globally. Now I am here with you, that I got a greatest opportunity online. Whenever we are getting online education from top class universities or top class institutions, according to my perspective, the students in school level, we have to be update the education system both offline and online. Actually, which means we can make a hybrid mode of learning. Hybrid mode of learning. The use of this hybrid mode of learning means need to, if the students need to enhance their skills, especially from global institutions, we can opt for the online education. So from their home itself, they can learn, upskill, and enhance them. In this offline system, we need to enhance their social networking, which is an important factor for the development. So they should know about the bonding between the people through practically. Then we can make a better generation. So in my perspective, this 21st century, I suggest hybrid mode of education, that is online and offline, both education system. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for sharing your experience, Dimple. Let's go to Ritu Parvana next. Tell us your experience, the blackboard being replaced by the laptop screen, classes being replaced by Zoom meetings, and friends being replaced by participants. What are the pros and cons of this method of learning, according to you, Ritu Parvana?
Technology will never replace great teachers, but technology is the hands of the great teachers. It's a transformational. Good afternoon to all. First of all, I would like to thank all the teachers for giving such as interactive sections and the experience like this. Our online classes are going very smoothly without any confusions. Teachers are patiently explaining to us. The major pro or advantage of online classes is a change in our learning strategy. Teachers can also give individual attention to every student. The classes are more interactive between teachers and the students. It also helps to improve online skills, and also in some places, internet connectivity is also a problem. Online education has its pros and cons, but during the time of this crisis, it is the most suitable option for teaching and learning. Thank you.
Thank you, Ritu Parvana. So, Shafaz, you have completed your school education and now entered into your college. What opportunities do you see with respect to online education?
Well, thank you for the world panelists for inviting me to this event, basically. And online itself, I see it as an opportunity itself, right? And the concept of traditional learning has changed radically in the last couple of years. Being physically present in a classroom isn't the only way that we can learn, but learning option anymore, not with the rise of the in-demand connections and new technologies, right? Nowadays, we have access to a better quality, better standard of education through online platform, right? And it is always get developed. It doesn't really lose its interest. Always getting better. New technology will help you in case of getting a better education, right? And I would like to talk about the flexibility and convenience of how online platform help us for learning purposes. And people can take any degrees or any qualification from anywhere of the world. Like as I mentioned in the beginning itself, it's an online itself is an opportunity. You can connect to professors, even you can study with the students, with thousands of students, right? You'll get almost everything nowadays. Everything is getting online, and it is you can work a lot, both you can work as well as study through online. And I think 21st century is always like, not, I'm not comparing the problem of COVID and like with our education, but education need to be developed more than like what we have now. But still, internet is being a very helpful source of helpful source of learning platform. And I'm pretty sure nowadays everyone is hoping, sticking glued to their phones and taking their classes and everything. So, thank you.
Thank you, Shafaz. Let's get back to Hannah for one last question. Having experience in EdTech, that too, which is not just confined to Bahrain, instead, Dharishani is a global platform. Where do you think the future of online education lies? Do you think it can completely replace classrooms in the near future? Do you see any non temporary shifts in the education landscape, i.e., the entire system of education changing, remolding itself to suit the online requirements of students?
Sunitha, this is an excellent question and one that I've gotten so many times. When we built Dharishani, we built it actually for physical classes. We didn't think about doing it for online until a little bit later, pre-COVID, albeit. But we went, I think, full, excuse me, full on into the digital classes. I think when COVID really started, we took it much more seriously. Um, I think in today's day and age, it really depends on the age group, on the year group as well. And I asked Shahbaz this yesterday, didn't I? I said, so do you think
Yeah.
that it's a difference, for you in comparison to, say, somebody in KG or grade 1 or grade 2 or grade 3? And of course, when it comes down to teaching younger students, the online digital aspect just doesn't really work out 100%. Now, you could do some things, for example, maybe sports or music, maybe even possibly on digital. But us by human nature, right? We crave that physical presence, that person that we can reach out to and hug, maybe even the teacher. We all remember one of the best teachers that we had growing up. I'm sure you all remember your favorite teacher, right? You all remember that closeness, that how much they cared and how much you cared for them, and somebody who really affected your future. And that's not something that our the next generation right now are getting, unfortunately, from the schools. If you put everything online, it just won't work. I'm sure, Aisha, you have a lot of students right now that have either gone digital or even stopped their classes. They want you to be there, they want to see you. And during COVID, of
Absolutely,
course,
very
that's
true,
very
very true.
difficult.
Yes, yes,
So
yes, absolutely.
I think going forward, it would be a mix, but definitely for the younger students, it just doesn't work. I think they need that physical presence of a teacher. They need to be able to go into a school and socialize with each other. When you're older, it's much easier to get on a screen and say, "All right, I'll call my friends on Zoom," and that's absolutely acceptable, and it feels fine. But for
Yes.
younger children, it's just too difficult, I'm afraid.
Yes. So thank you for sharing your perspective about online education, Hannah. One last question which I have is directed towards Dimple and Aisha. What message would each of you like to share with our audience in terms of adapting to the new normal? How can this experience be enhanced to students? Maybe Aisha, you can go first.
Yes, please. See, online years ago, people were not knowing about the online education. Like now, to the nook and corner, just because of this COVID-19, as I said earlier, it make it compulsory usage of online education now. As Ms. Hannah said, we were doing at the initial stages, and even before COVID, we were doing the physical sessions. And I wanted to say this again. She fortunately had a very a long foresight, seeing this present condition, and she introduced this wonderful platform. And I always wanted to say that to the parents and the students to utilize this wide range of platform, because it is not limited to particular domain. This Darishni as a team, it is not limited to a particular domain. It is a wide range of service. It supports academics, co-curricular activities, and extracurricular activities. we have a wide range of well experienced and well knowledge teachers globally connected, you know. So I always wanted to say the parents and the students to utilize this wonderful platform and to make use of this and create their future in a very, beautiful way.
Thank you, Aisha. Dimple?
I'm with Aisha. Aisha, ma'am. Okay.
Yes, yes.
One of the most often used term after the pandemic is the term new normal. Is it? The new normal in education is the increased use of online learning tools. It is a
Yes.
transformative condition. So, as with most teaching methods, online learning also has its own set of positives and negatives, of course. Decoding and understanding these positives and negatives will help schools and teachers in creating strategies for more efficiently delivering the lessons, ensuring an interesting learning journey for students. We all know that online learning is here to stay as it is the safest way to learn during this pandemic, COVID-19
Absolutely,
pandemic. So
absolutely.
we might as well adapt this to the best we can. Developing strong positive attitudes towards learning can help students overcome some of the potential challenges posed by online learning. That's it.
Mm.
Thank you, Sunita, for giving an opportunity here. And I'm
Thank
very
you.
happy and proud to be part of this webinar with Hannah, Aisha, Shawfaz, Ritu, and everyone. And also, new experience like this
Thank you
StreamYard.
so
And you,
Thank you so
okay.
much. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think we are almost nearing the end of the session. We will be sharing the website link of Dharishani and our email addresses in the comment box. So, if in case any one of you in the audiences have any questions, please feel free to email. We will surely respond to it. I'd like to thank each one of you for having participated in this great session. It was really enhancing for me, at least, and I suppose even for the audience, it's been very beneficial. So, on that note, do you guys have anything to add to it?
I,
I do.
as a final touch, I wanted to thank everyone, particularly our founder, Ms. Hannah Al-Tarif, for giving me such a great opportunity, and Ms. Sunita as well, to share our experience and knowledge about this online education into this 21st century. And I thank everyone of this team. Thank you. And wish you all success to the students.
Thank you, Aisha. I would like
Thank
to
you.
add something actually. Since we're all the way in Bahrain, we're actually building a new app. I'm doing a sort of an upgrade to what we had before, and it's going to be launched in the next we're doing the testing now, so hopefully a month or so before September of the start of the new academic year.
Inshallah,
Now, I'd
inshallah.
like to just mention that because we're always happy to accept more teachers to the platform. I look at trying to sort of globalize the price of tuitions per hour. I know that there's a huge discrepancy around the world, whether it be from India, Pakistan, China, where the amounts per hour go very, very low, which I don't think is fair on a global society, on a global footprint. So what we'd like to do is to make sure this platform grows, to accept more tutors, and to be able to standardize the price to make sure that it doesn't go down to $1 an hour or $2 an hour. It should be at an acceptable range between 10 to 15 BD per hour. I think this is something that that I would like to change the world in that way, to make sure that everybody gets sort of the same standard, the same outlook, the same it's not feedback I'm looking for, but the same monetary amounts per hour, the same worth per hour. That's what I'm looking for. So
Yes.
inshallah, if God willing, that we succeed and we grow and we move to different countries around the world, we would love to invite teachers from all different aspects, to all different parts of the world, to join us in changing the way the society looks and treats teachers, whether it be
Exactly,
online or whether it be offline.
exactly, Hannah. So, thank you so much, Hannah. On that note, thank you and hope to stay in touch. Bye.
Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
guys.
Great day.
Bye.
Bye.